Hi folks, welcome back to the Ask the Arm podcast, where today I'm just going to be giving you a little bit of an update. Yep, we're a few days late, but there's a very good reason for that, and it's basically because we've got so much exciting stuff coming up over the next few weeks. Exciting thing number one, another one of my businesses is a AI and automation consultancy. And in the next podcast, I'm going to be doing a deep dive into AI in environmental and arboricultural consultancy, which I think the listeners will find really useful. But first off, I've got a speaking event down in London, and myself and Kian and some of the other team are all going down to London, which is why we're a little bit behind on the pod, which is a bit of a pain. But there we go. Coming up over the next couple of weeks, we are actually having some guests in here. We've got this new podcast studio for those of you that are looking on YouTube, and the great news there is it's going to enable us to bring some guests in here and really have some fun with that. So who have we got coming in? Well, first off, we've got Raquel from Mar Design, and she's going to be coming in and talking to us from an architect's perspective about predominantly HMOs and the conversion work that goes into that and how difficult that can be. So there's going to be lots of excellent tips, tricks and flicks coming on that with Raquel, and I think she's coming to us in February time. The second guest, and I'm really looking forward to this one, I had a good friend of mine, Mark Council, who runs a business called Logie Timber. He came in to have a chat with me here in the studio a few days ago, and he's actually invited us to go and have a look at his business. And what they do, and it's really exciting, is that basically they use reclaimed timber from development sites and they repurpose it for use actually within the build itself. So that might be structural timber, but it can also be for interior furniture, so kitchen table, worktop, sides, and all that kind of good stuff. So we're going to be travelling out to Logie Timber. We'll make a video for the YouTube channel, and we're going to be interviewing Mark and having a chat with him. So if you've got a project coming up, predominantly in Scotland, I think it'll go anywhere in Scotland, but north of Scotland is best. If you've got a project at the moment where there's going to be hardwood or softwood removed on site and you'd like to look at maybe repurposing some of that timber, get in contact with us. We'll pop a link up to him on the screen, and that's going to be a very interesting conversation. And then the third guest that we're looking forward to welcoming is Callum, and Callum runs a business called Mincher Surveys. Callum helps us out with utility surveys, topographical surveys, some drone surveying work when we're a little bit short on staff this end. Callum's a very impressive young man that's scaled and grown his business very quickly, very well thought of right the way across the UK, and we're going to be having an interesting chat with him. So stick around and stay tuned for that. It'll all be coming up soon. We've also got another ROAVR Revealed episode coming up as well. So if you've not seen any of those, it's a little bit of a peek behind the scenes. We actually show you some of the mechanics of the business and how the business is actually run and how we try and best serve our customers, and we think that's quite an interesting watch, so look out for that one. So that's it from me. We will see you next week, where we're going to have a deep dive into AI and automation.